What a Moogle mob, Physics Bang here. Coming in with a talk through run. It's a Seedshare from my Moogle chicken. He said it felt fast. It seemed like it was a really good run, but the time was not exactly where he would have expected it to be. So I figured I would run it and do a talk through of it and see how it goes. So let's find out what it's all about. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Okay, awesome starting party. We have Shock, Steel, and Morph. Okay, awesome. So Shock is good. Everything else sucks. Unfortunately, Shock is on Cyan, but honestly, the low magic power on Cyan is not the end of the world early game. He's going to be completely worthless later. Shock is going to be completely dead to me by the time we probably get to mid-game, 30 minutes, 45 minutes at most, but probably 30-ish. But we would like some earrings just to power that up. Make sure he is good to carry the early game. And let's just see. I do like to start here with a Terra start because a huge amount of loot. And it's close to Albrook and then Zen and South Figaro. So really, instead of doing the normal path of something like Narsh into Returners or even skipping Returners and going to South Figaro, then from South Figaro to Zen, it's more going down here and then going to Albrook into Zen into South Figaro. So it's just like approaching South Figaro from a different direction. But either way, by the time I get there, I can kind of consider, do I want to loot the basement or not based on what I found, and sort of go from there. And it gives me 3 shops right off the bat. So it'll give me Albrook, it'll give me Zen and South Figaro to look for items and also earrings. I'd say earrings are a really high commodity right now because Shock can carry even if it's Cyan. Now, Cyan and Sabin have they're two of the best characters for checks. Cyan has the best multi-check in the game. Sabin has just all of his checks centralized right in the middle of the map, pretty much. Not to mention a free check in World of Ruin Zen and one of the best grind checks to start Seed with Imperial Camp. So it's like when you have a Sabin start, you're happy. And Terra is a guaranteed like big weapon user, so we know most likely she's going to be swinging some sort of big weapon. It's just a matter of when. Speaking of her being great at equipping things, Minerva, she is one of the natural equippers of a Minerva. So we know from the start of the seed, she is already going to be hard to kill. Now, with a shock start, I am rather interested in just pushing scaling as hard as possible. So I'm probably just going to go swing right into World of Ruin Zen and get Crumbling House and everything else done right out the rip. See what happens. We'll check World of Balance first because it's just more shops. I can do World of Balance straight into World of Ruin. And then check the shops for both. So that way I'll have a higher chance of finding good weapons. I'll have a higher chance of finding rods, super balls, earrings. Maybe I'll have a better chance of getting a cheaper Zen Thief if World of Balance is expensive. All right, so Albrook is kind of a weird one. Not a lot of people come here, for shopping and stuff, but there is loot, and there's also a decent shopping route, so I'll show you how I do it. I go down here first, and I hit the weapon shop on the way out, so I'm not going to duck it the whole time. We can check here, and speaking of rods, we just found some, so let's get like 3 of these. I think that's a good start. We don't really need any more because I have a lot that I want to buy. And you come over here to the armor shop. It's a couple chests. That elixir I sold. Fancy. Actually, does that coronet, does that work on Cyan? No, it does not. Okay. Coronet does give, I don't know, I was thinking of Circlet, actually. I was hoping for more magic power on him. Come on, earrings. Nope, nothing I really want either. Then you come up the back here and grab yourself a clock. That's my second dragon horn, I think. You can go behind the tables here, which kind of avoids both of the dancers most of the time. Sometimes they'll trap you, but not always. Then you circle back around to the item shop. Shopping done. 5 of these, maybe get 1 of those, 10 of these, and like 7 of these. There we go. All right, up to Zen. We got plenty to sell. We got 2 ribbons. We got an elixir. We have 1 dragon horn because I Never want to have 2 jumpers if I can avoid it. 1 is more than enough for me. And I don't have Dragoon Boots anyway, so it's not like it's immediately on my list of builds to work towards. 45k dead check. I'll probably wait. No earrings. Go check our shops. Circlet. I will take a circlet because that is one that's going to increase magic power. For old Cyan here. Make him a little more useful to me. Still looking for sleeping bags, still looking for other curatives. A remedy would be nice, maybe even 2. If I can get 20 of these, I'd be pretty happy. All right, that should be enough for the seed. All right, we're gonna hit up World of Ruin Zen now. It is over here. Oh, I screwed this up pretty bad. I was way off. I'm not going to go for, you know, Katana Soul or anything. We're just going to fade the monsters in a box. It's always risky to do so, but I have no safe way to deal with them, so I'm just not going to. 58k. All right. Well, that sucks. Earrings. Great. Get rid of you. And let's see, get rid of probably both my ribbons. Get like 4 of these. I might actually pick up a gauntlet too while I'm here. If I get enough money in here, then I will consider going back to World of Balance and picking up the reward there for like 45k. But I need some good sellables if I'm going to make that work. And we're not getting it. Nope, we sure aren't. That was a pretty bad crumbling house. Collapsing house, whatever. Alright, so we got Mr. Setzer here, which is pretty cool. That's another free check for us. I got a decent idea of the route that I want to do. We go back to World of Balance. I'm going to see if I can't get like 45k from selling stuff in my inventory here while I'm checking the shops. And then if I can make it work, then cool. I guess I need to see what he has. Runic, great. That's the 3rd horrible skill in a row. At least we have Shock to carry us until an Esper teaches us something. No, I already got Circlets, so we should be fine on the Mega Sats. Super Balls. I don't think I'm really in the market for Super Balls, I'm not gonna lie. I know they're here, but I don't really think it's in the cards. I think I'm gonna have to take a risk because I forgot to check my sellables. We need like 45k. I'll probably sell those. And maybe Robe. Good. I think that's enough. So the Force Armor is always risky because it's magic defense, and early on, magic defense is pretty clutch, but I was really hoping that was going to be a big weapon for Terra, and instead we got a Thunder Shield, so it do be like that sometimes. I don't feel like I really need much more loot right now, so I'm just going to go. I feel like with Shock, we can carry this pretty hard. So that's what we're going to do. We already have our earrings, but just want a little bit more progression to push this a little faster. We are not going to get it. Sad times. Look for some big weapons. War Lance is indeed a big weapon, but not one that I'm interested in buying. I'm just still looking for anything I might need. Actually, rename cards would be great. Alright, I think that's enough. We're just going to let carry, or shock carry for a little while. We got some ice rods too. So that's just what we're going to do. We'll map wrap over to Imperial Camp. Check our Esper. Hopefully it has something decent on it. It does not, so oh well. Oops, you're not the one that needs earrings. You are. This is basically all we need. You and you can have the shields, and then whatever else, doesn't matter. I need to make sure he has circlet on, actually. Okay. With earrings and a circlet, homeboy should be hitting pretty hard. It would be nice to have, like, an enhancer on him too, but it should be enough. We got 2 dead checks, so it's not like our scaling is crazy out of control or anything. Hopefully that's just enough. Should be. Okay, we're off level 3. Barely, but we're off level 3. Good news is we have 2 shields, so both of those are going to be teaching us magic. As always, I am a coward, so I am going to... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm only level 4. I got 1 level off of that. It's pretty pathetic. God, he's slow. At least they gave me some more experience. And I know the next one's going to be the same fight, so I'm not too worried about healing. The first 2 fights here, well, on this section where there's 3 fights, the first 2 are always the same. And then the third one's going to be different, so I'll heal before the third one, just in case it happens to be gross. Right, Ice 2, Bolt 2. Let's switch those shields over real fast. Just so we have some good elemental diversity. I'm already going to be in my menu anyway. Because I wanted to heal. I have 2 tonics, so... We're less likely to die in 1 hit now. It's actually kind of scary. I'm willing to use a rod on this if I have to. Okay, good. They like to use Sandstorm and other really gross things that'll just kill you in 1 hit when you're low level, so I'm glad they didn't do that. Alright, I think we are just going to probably use some sleeping bags and go straight to Doma Siege and then straight into Barren Falls. Check our Esper and heal up. Pretty bad. I'd actually kind of rather that be on her. Okay, with 3 rods, I feel better about this. About taking a grind fight before I fight the boss, but this is always a risk, because the boss might be just really bad. This fight is really dangerous, but I'm gonna risk it anyway, because I'm a fool. I really needed her dead. These guys like to throw dirks and be just generally very irritating enemies. Hoping this kills her. These guys do have a lot of life, but they're going to give me so much experience. We're just going to wait. No matter what she does, we can just revive. Fine. So again, it's a risk because I used an ice rod to get through this. It's like worst case scenario to get pincered. We would have just killed them all if I could have cracked a rod on the entire group, but alas, it was not to be. 8100 experience. We are now significantly higher level than we were. We just learned Pearl. Feeling pretty good. So we're just going to use some potions now. Which shoot over to here, and I don't know, you can have this, I guess. Alright, let's risk it, see what we got. Scary fight, but I think we can survive this with rods. As long as he's relatively gentle with me. I might actually bolt 2 instead, because he's weak to it. A runic. It's actually good timing to run into this guy. He's pretty low scaling, but he does have just a lot of life. Maybe one more bolt 2 should finish it. We're hoping. Okay, he's got more life than I expected. We also get a free heal after this. Always great. Alright, cool. He was incredibly gentle with us. He did not use any of his AoE attacks, which could have potentially just killed us instantly. So we're very glad to see that he was in a good mood today. I played a very risky game, going at that without using a rod. But I felt like a bolt 2 would probably be better. Okay, cool. Well, Tara's got a better job now. Actually, can he use it? Okay, well, he's got a better job now. He goes front row. Homeboy's gonna slap on a gauntlet and a hyper wrist. We love to see it. He needs some magic, though, so let's go ahead and switch Siren off to there. And probably... You're done with Pearl, so we'll just... That to you. Why not? We already had the free heal, so I'll just save there while I'm already in my menu. And let's go to Barren Falls. Follow that path. After this, I'm kind of just thinking Doma Dream, but I might peek Phantom Train. Think of it. I'm already going to be here and it's peekable, so it might just be a really good idea to check it while I'm here. Homeboy's already hitting for almost 2,000. Phase 2 should finish this. Probably should have attacked with Sabin instead, but oh well, too late. Yeah, I think I'm... oh man, I really don't even know if it's worth it. There's so many checks still on the board. Is a peek necessary? And I'm kind of inclined just to do so. I'm just going to do it right. I'm just going to save right here. If it's not a character, I'll just reset. Not a character, but if it's a decent Esper with good spells on it, strength +2. Okay, we're gonna do that just for strength +2. So we're gonna give that to old Sabin here so he can just get cracked out. Carbuncle with Cure and Break and stuff? Sure. Alright. Normally I wouldn't go in my menu in this area because there's no need to. There's going to be a save point later. Looking for warp stones and maybe some other stuff that I'm missing. I might get a few more of these just in case. Okay. Whoa, those guys just getting all up in each other's business. Normally I wouldn't open the menu there, but I wanted to decide, am I going to actually do Phantom Train or not? And needed to see if the Esper was going to give me something good, and it turns out I had strength +2, so I'm glad I did that, rather than just immediately leaving like I intended to. So once I'm done here, I'm going straight to Dome of Dream, because it's just 3 real quick checks. And then we'll see. We'll probably just wrap up Cyan stuff. We'll do Mount Zozo and all that good stuff before we head up to Daryl's tomb and check Colosseum. Ghosts are being very nice to me. Staying out of my way. Saving. We never save over the save we made before we came in, just in case this is too tough of a boss to handle this early. Well, you know what we can do before we do Dome of Dream is we could just slap down, search the skies. Might be a good idea. Empedocles. It's mostly annoying because it puts Sabin in the back row. But we got some stuff to deal with this, so this guy is fire. It's reversed, so my brain is like hurting. This one is... Oops, I just did ice on the fire one. Or I did ice on the ice one. But she got grabbed, so it didn't matter. Just try and take this guy out. Cool. Go for Bolt here. We'll try to kill him next. Really don't care about Cyan getting captured. Okay, cool. At this point, we can kind of just attack with him, and he should one-shot these guys, because they're lower life than the bottom row. I mean, he's a bit slow, but not slow enough to not just kill everything with him. Well, cool. I'm gonna quickly use a sleeping bag on Cyan. Should be all I need to do. Everybody else is kind of hurt, but not so bad that I'm super worried about it. Alright, let's search the skies while we're here. Just do it. Yeah, we'll be fine. A proc would be nice. Dang. We should still get another attack if these spells don't kill, but I suspect the spells will kill. Okay, it's fine. No Gru is good for me. Right, now we don't have to worry about flying around World of Ruin. We're all good there. Let's head straight to Dome of Dream. is Raiden, so let's have a look at Raiden. We have no good spells right now. Now we have good spells. So that on her. Did not really have to do that on Cyan. That was kind of a mistake. Because I had just used one on him and he didn't take any damage on Welk, but oh well. I am going to get some extra loot because I haven't looted a whole lot. And I'm planning on going to Coliseum fairly soon. Not right away, but soon-ish. So the more stuff I have in my inventory, the more stuff I have to gamble. I guess. Sure. Oh, you're dead. Doing really good on progression. I mean, we got the 2 dead checks early, but everything else has been, like, very nice. No major hiccups going on, no major problems, feeling really good. Setzer was our most recent character, so it stands to reason that Daryl's Cave probably has, Daryl's Tomb probably has the character we're looking for. But we're planning on going there anyway, a little bit later. So I'd say I'm definitely going there in the event that Mount Zozo is not a character. But I don't mind going to Mount Zozo for the dragon and the free check. Don't need to save here because there's going to be a save point before our next fight. So basically where the Rexol fight would be. I'm thinking pretty much once Terra and Cyan, or Setzer, have that Ice 3, I can go ahead and move the earrings from Cyan to Setzer. That should work out good. Diva, Fire 3, okay, great. We do want that right there, and it's another Speed Esper is just crazy. That means my magic cast is going to be blindingly fast, and Cyan is going to be replaced. Shock is no longer relevant. My weapon, no worries here. This is an Ice Rod fight if I've ever seen one. Tara's got good magic power, not to mention she, Ice Rods will negate magic defense, which is always good. I'm gonna attack with Sabin here, and then in the event, I don't think that kills her. In the event that it doesn't work, I'll probably crack, oh, he's probably dead. I'm gonna say I'll probably crack another rod, but now I don't think I would. I would just do Bolt 2, should finish it. But he's dead anyway, so. Oh, he's not dead. I'll be. Thought for sure he was dead after that. But we did have some pretty low experience fights. Low experience bosses, so it makes sense. We're probably a little behind scaling at the moment, but with a +2 strength Ragnarok Gauntlet and, you know, all these spells flinging around. Yeah, we gotta switch the Espers for Setzer and Terra now. That's what we're gonna do. Switch the Espers for Terra and Setzer. Move the earrings from Cyan to Setzer. And then we're gonna go to Mount Zozo, and the dragon will teach the 2 level 3 spells again to the other 2 characters, and we'll be like getting super cracked out. Feeling really good. The current plan is Mount Zozo, do the 2 checks, then go up to Coliseum, and then do Daryl's Tomb, and then sort of reevaluate from there. Ideally, we get a character from one of those checks. No save necessary. We're just going to run right in, and we'll do our save at the save point. We'll check our Espers too, move the earrings, all that stuff. And I mentioned it before, but you hear me right now doing it, and it's like, what am I going to do at my next save point? I don't really need to pay attention to my routing because I've done it for so long that it's just kind of automatic. But yeah, I got to think to myself, like, what's the order? What am I going to do? I'm going to do this place. I'm going to loot some chests. I'm going to go to the save point. And what am I going to do at that save point? I'm going to switch the Espers from Terra and Setzer. They're going to get swapped. And the earrings need to move from Cyan to Setzer. And then I need to check the other Espers. Because we got 2 of them from Dream. So we want to check those and see if there's anything fancy. Anything we may need. Another gauntlet. Wish that was a Genji. I mean, it doesn't matter right now, but I'm just really assuming I'm going to find another big weapon somewhere. Maybe off this dragon. That'd be cool. Alright, so let's just do the maintenance first. So Shiva goes here. Raiden goes here. Now let's see. Palador. There's Merton and Fire 2 is always cool. I guess. Doesn't really matter. And he's just going to stay with Strength +2 basically forever. That's all I needed to see was just, is there anything that we need to be learning? And not really. I forgot my Moogle charm. No. I don't want this. Can we just go? You know what? Shock will kill. Running's probably longer than Shock is. Cyan is kind of supposed to have. Wow, we already learned Ice 3. Is that like a times 10 or something? Cyan, Charm. Okay, Dragon, just slam that. That. We should be able to survive whatever he throws at us unless he double pearls me or something. Unless he double pearls Setzer. Maybe double pearl or hit somebody else. He did. I really don't care about Cyan. He can die. As far as I'm concerned, he's just a meat shield. Let's see if Sabin actually kills or not. I think he should. Cool, cool. I wouldn't mind a big weapon for Terra, and I'll just start letting her sling a weapon too. Because she has speed +2, and great. Sounds awesome. We also have 3 points of, maybe 4 points of Merton protection now. We might be able to just start slinging Merton out. Because we have 2 shields and 2 Minervas. If someone else can wear a Minerva, then we already have Merton protection, and we need to start teaching Merton to Terra and Setzer. I think if someone else can use that Minerva, we are going to go straight to Opera House Dragon and learn it. Sooner the better. Let's have a look. Okay. What we're doing. Let me check that Merton first. Oh, it's ×8. Oh, hell yeah. You know what? I don't think a dragon's worth it to learn Merton. Because it's a ×8. Pretty much anything we fight, we just get it. Give me something good. Lumina, Experience Egg, Valiant Knife. Okay. Thinking Illumina and 2 Experience Eggs, preferably? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? You have a big weapon. Please sling it. Save it. Save it. My guy. My guy, please. 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 Oh my god. Come on, dude. Fight. Please. Oh, this guy. Oh no. This is actually kind of bad. Doesn't he run though? We might not be able to kill this guy, actually. I'm gonna have to wait till I die because I didn't save. I mean, it's not impossible for us to win if we just hit him. But we're getting very unlucky, obviously. He's got crazy high accuracy, or evasion. This is why you save before you go to the Coliseum, ladies and gentlemen. This very reason. Because you have an idiot Sabin that just doesn't want to swing his sword, and when he does, he misses. Please hit me. Please hit me. Please hit me. Or I hit him. Either one. Or not. What an idiot. Ah. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna try something. I don't know if he'll use shock. I don't know if he'll use shock or not. He might. If I can get that Illumina, I'd be very happy. I'm gonna try one more time. Oh, that's actually fine. He's Merton protected, I think. Oh, he's not Merton protected, but he's not dead, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. This is definitely quite the detour, but you know what? Hey, Levy. I also didn't equip the earrings on him, which is a good thing because it would have killed him. She's gonna work on my experience eggs. I want 2 of them. If I can get 2 of them. It's a Thunder Rod. I only have 1. Guy kind of sucks, but we'll be fine. She has a Minerva, so this guy shouldn't be able to kill her. I guess. Please swing the stick. What are you doing? Thank you. Alright, that's the only experience egg we can get, and that's fine. We're going to put that on Sabin. So why... Minerva. Okay, now we're Merton protected properly. I could have considered that VK as well, but I don't know if anyone can use it. And I don't have an offering, and there were no offerings in the Coliseum that I saw, so I'm not going to worry about it. But that took like 5 minutes, which is kind of sad. And I don't think I'm going to... I mean, I might make up 5 minutes. That's... Like, that Illumina is a really big boon because I already had another Gauntlet, and I have the Minervas, and, like, I have the ability to learn Merton. I think it's going to be beneficial in the long run. But now I need to ask myself, what am I going to do after this if this isn't a character? And it's probably going to be peak Moogle. And then I need to be thinking about Welk before I start thinking about, you know, Leet River. We are getting to the like back end of the checks that we have available. We have Mount Colts, we have Zozo, so we don't have like bad checks. But we have faster ones and peakables that we're going to be looking at. And I only came here as opposed to Moblez because Setzer was my 4th character. So I'm going with the logic that the likely character is going to be behind the most recently unlocked. Whether that works out or not, it's a different story. You know what? I want to do one thing, and that's actually switch out Palador to here. Go ahead and pop that on. Because at this point, Terra is not going to be a magic caster. She's just here to swing that Illumina mostly. Stray. Alright, well, the logic did not get me this time. We should save a lot of time throughout the seed just swinging weapons as opposed to using magic. That's always a good thing. Okay, so we leave. We go peek Moblez. See what Stray is. Here too, I'm gonna put on him. So I'm gonna be using him. He might as well have a job. His job is going to be Cure 2. He doesn't need to do anything else the rest of the seed except for keep people alive while they dominate. I like to land in that little circle of trees. It's a nice, easy place to, like, to aim for when you're landing. Fenrir. Oh man, I think I do that anyway, because it's calmness protection, right? Maybe not. I don't think I'm going to. I know where it's at, but I still have more places I need to check. Okay, so then Mount Colts into Welk into Zozo, something like that. Mount Colts into Zozo into Welk into Kefka and Arsh. Kind of what it's. I think that's what I'm aiming for. I'll do this place first. It's on the way. I'm trying to like split. I can go do Welk, but if that's not a character, then now I'm really concerned that I need to go check Kefka and Arsh, which might be a super huge waste of time. But on the other hand, I can go do Zozo and hope there's a character there instead. And then if not, then I can go do Welk into Kefka and Arsh. I think I'm leaning that way. Just to avoid a potential double dip. Oh boy. It's this guy. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got this. Got Shock. And we have very little else. Yeah, we have, like, nothing. So we're basically just shocking him to death, I think. I don't think I have any other thing to do here. Nope, we got nothing. We have nothing that ignores defense that I can think of. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. It's fine. 3,000 damage at a time. Actually, probably a good idea just to reset and I don't know, equip earrings on Cyan, but I think we're in too deep now. We can swing with him and hope that we not only hit, but proc. I kind of wish I had one of those Super Balls I didn't buy. This would be the time to use it. Might have wanted to consider cracking a shield too, but I really like Merton, you know? That's fine. Took a little longer than I wanted, but whatever. If it's a character, then it was absolutely worth it. It was a character. Well, well. Well, now we're definitely doing Narsh first. His throw, but like, that's not going to be useful to me right now. Or ever. At this point in the seed. Let's heal and save. We'll trigger Lone Wolf. And then we go from there. How many checks do I have, actually? 16. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do Lone Wolf and push for skip that way. I could peek Lone Wolf, or not Lone Wolf, but Moogle Defense and try to get unlocked faster. But these checks are so nicely clumped together that if Lone Wolf, Welk, or Kefka and Narsh have the last character, then I'll be at 19 checks. And then I can just go do mid KT and call it a day. And then if I don't find a character, I just do Moogle Defense instead and go do Opera Dragon, and then we have skip that way. I think that all makes sense to me. Very glad I waited, because having Mog here gives us so many more opportunities. Welk was not a character anyway. We also just might get skip from Espers regardless. If we get a character up here, then we're gonna... like, we could maybe get a character and an Esper. I might even actually just go do Mobliz. And get a skip that way. If I don't get the skip here. Just get Calmness Protection and skip. Okay, guaranteed unlock. Super guaranteed unlock. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fish for skip at Locke's check, weapon shot. Hopefully he has an Esper. What? No. I don't want to do that. I think I'm just gonna go to Mobliz and guarantee myself Calmness Protection. Running is faster than doing all of Kefka and Narsh, so I'm just gonna run out. I'm gonna go do Mobliz, because then I am guaranteed Fenrir. That's so much safety on Kefka. It gets me Esper skip. And we're gonna be feeling really good about that. We'll have pretty good offense going into Kefka. We're not gonna have the best levels in the world, but everything else will be alright. I would love to find like 2 more earrings. I would love to find 2 more earrings. But it is not to be. Big weapon? Nope. I need more Phoenix Downs. I'm a little short. Get more of those just in case. More of those. Alright. Recent seed, I didn't have any echo screens or remedies, and I just got like completely hammered by Train on the final fight. Lost a lot of time, so feeling a little gun shy about that. This is a little bit of a slower way to get skip, but it's going to give us a ton of safety on Kefka and help me be a little more reckless on tier 1. Help me get through tier 2 a little quicker. I think it's the move. Personally, I think it's the move. Need to be teaching some things that I maybe don't already have. I have Phantom, but Phantom is not what we want right now. I need Doom. I'll give her Doom. Yeah. Just need some utility. Okay, this should be Esper Skip at about 55. Isn't bad. I'm gonna have to do the trick and kill my other 2 characters. May not be worth it because of how much defense apparently they have. Holy crap. So for the record, Fun Baba will always blow away the dead characters first. So in this case, I have 2 characters that are extremely strong, and 2 characters that are rather weak. So I'd rather make sure that I have my 2 strong characters for this boss. Slow to set up, faster possibly for the actual boss fight. I don't think it really would have mattered, but he should just die in 2 attacks. Good enough. I feel like that was probably faster than if I just had Merton or whatever. Alright, you and you. So it should be skip. Great. That 1 tent I bought earlier, gonna come in handy right now. Alright, let's head on in. Let's do, I want to do her and Cyan, then him, and then. Sabin's already doing more damage than Terra, so I figure Terra can have 2 bosses, and maybe that'll help. It's a little risky with the Sabin fight, strictly because he can get a bit locked down. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. We should be fine here. Probably should have looked at Lock, because Sword Tech's pretty handy. Sword Tech 8 would have been great just to have. But oh well. I'm like almost inclined to just bring Locke to the final fight instead of Cyan. But I don't think it'll matter, and I would like to have Cure 2 just in case. I think we have Raiden, and that's fine. It's not as good as Cleave, but good enough. We don't want anything crazy good on him. Probably... we'll do Siren, I suppose. Actually, no. You're just one of my big attackers. Take Odin. I just saved over my skip, so I hope I don't get locked down. Big oopsie daisy there. Yeah, we're fine. Oh boy, this kind of blows. Kind of like really, really bad a little bit. Do I have to stop? I think I do. I have slow. We should be able to get through this. It's gonna be a little slow. What we really need, like really, really need, is we need a proc from Terra. We're basically desperate for a proc from Terra. But as is tradition, she won't do that. Why would she want to make this easier for me? Just one? Just one proc. One proc. That's all I'm really asking for. God, you suck. You are the worst. Just one, man. I feel like it's not that much to ask. It's foolishness. Absolute foolishness. Unbelievable. All those attacks and not a single Pearl proc. Not a single one. Insanity. Anyway, now that that shit show's over, onward. Could have been dead in like 2 or 3 attacks as opposed to like 8. It's kind of a whole day fight, I think. I'm still completely floored. Really? Is that necessary, dude? Just trying to waste my time. Watch, Kefka is going to be like 7,000 procs when we don't even need them. Every attack is going to be a proc now. I think we'd be starting Kefka at around an hour, but the bosses were chonky. I don't think we have anything we really want. It as is. This is a pretty annoying Kefka's Tower. We can just throw an Aura Lance at him. Bolt 3, right? Bolt 2. Good old throw. Would have been nice to have that earlier, but oh well. It seems like Terra was like the move. You go do Terra into Kefka Narsh, and you got yourself a nice shadow, but that might lead to Floating Continent, which is not really super ideal. But maybe my route ended up being better. Oh shoot, you know what I haven't been doing is putting things on. Raiden. Need to go back over here real quick. I've been forgetting Espers. Phantom and Fenrir. Great. In case stuff goes poorly, I'm gonna save again. Just a coward. Let's go. Alright. 1 3 4 5. 1 3 4 5. 1 3 4 5. Okie dokie. I don't know if we have any instant death though. It's kind of the issue. Oh, we have Breaking Doom, but I don't want to use it on her. Diane, you got it? Huh. Wow. My characters that should have learned it don't have it. So I guess I have to do this. Also, my characters are all up in the front row, which is funny. I forgot I equipped Raiden. Ah, there's the procs I've been missing. I don't think I equipped Siren. So we might have no mute, actually. Oh well. What you gonna do, right? Deal with the consequences of your actions? Ah. We just have mute. I love this remix. Okay, Tiger's out. I already had that on. Funny. Funny, funny. Did not need to do that again. Oh well. Hope it doesn't kill him. It killed him. Oh well. Kinda wanted to morph first. Now we just kinda swing a lot until he dies. Naturally. Great. You gonna give me another dispel just to piss me off? Nice. That's how you waste time. What a legend. Alright. This guy can't open with anything that'll kill me, so that's good. With her first, then him. Should have done him first and then her, actually. Because she might proc with Pearl and heal her and be annoying. It's probably what's going to happen. Not dead. Okay. As you wish. Oh, you're dead. I think now's a great time for a Mega Elixir, actually. We're at 7. 10.5. 15. 21.5. 26. I'm gonna do things a little differently here, because I need to make sure he dies. Wait for his next attack. That's perfectly fine, thank you. I'm gonna rip this off. I'm gonna switch to Sabin. Do that. Now we just crack a shield. And we guarantee he dies that way. We had no way to, you know, break the damage cap. So I needed to, you know, sacrifice the shield. I wasn't too worried about using Merton on Final Kefka. So it's fine. I think it was a better idea to find a very quick way to guarantee a high amount of damage. I did wait for him to attack, so when he used Merton, his ATB was empty. Then I was able to go ahead and attack with Sabin while he still has a low ATB, while Sleep had low ATB. And then switch over and do the shield, and it guaranteed that I wasn't going to get not only the counter Meteor, but his full ATB Meteor train. Helped me skip it. We will just instead be casting regular level 3 magic. I think he has a Minerva. He does. I'm gonna have him cracking the shield. So we're staying in our menu, so his ATB's not going, so Goner's not going to come out too quickly. And that gives us some time to prep up our X potions and our elixirs on our 2 heavy damage dealers. Now we can just wait. We probably didn't have to wait. I think I did a better job than I expected. I'll do something a little risky here. Go for a steal. Getting Mog up is Havoc Wing insurance. Wait. Train is very annoying. He might still Havoc Wing us. Sabin working again. We're healed enough to maybe eat an Ultima, so let's provoke it. Why not? Classic. Wait for a Goner charge, because now we can't eat another Ultima. Should be enough to finish him off. GG. Let's provoke an Ultima, everybody. Alright, 112.39. I think that went pretty good. Wish I had more offense. Like, the Strength +2 was nice. The experience eggs from the Coliseum were nice, but if I didn't go to the Coliseum, the seed might have been real rough. I got that Illumina from the Collie, and the multiple gauntlets that I had was really good. The one I bought and the one I found. So that really helped out. And then the 1 experience egg is fantastic. Really helped out with Sabin. The mid lane lost us a good amount of time. Magimaster lost us a good amount of time. So, like, there were definitely time losses based on just the gear I found and the offense I had available to me. But all in all, I think I played it fine. And I think it went really good. So, if you guys got any questions, feel free to sound off in the comments below. If you have any other questions, you're free to also message me on Discord if you would like. So, hope you all have a great day. Catch you on the next one. See ya.